Everyone. Today we are going to learn about one of the very important chapter in economics, that is supply. Now what is supply? Supply refers to the quantity of a commodity which producer or seller are willing to produce and offer for a sale at a particular price in a given market at a particular period of time. Whenever you understand or when you learn supply, please understand it from the point of view from producer or a seller who is willing to produce and offering sale of that particular product. Now there are three important aspects of supply. Supply is a desired quantity. Supply is always explained with a reference to price. Supply is a flow variable. Supply is a desired quantity which a producer is willing to supply in the market or they are making move to sell. Supply is also a flow variable which is being done by the producer itself. Now, what is the difference between stock and supply? Stock is the quantity of a output which a seller has with him and has not yet bought for sale. Stock means that whatever it is being held by an producer, whereas supply is the quantity of a output bought from existing stock for sale at a certain price in a market, whereas supply is bought for a sale in the market. Now what is supply schedule and supply curve? Supply schedule refers a tabular representation of law of supply. It represents the different quantities of a product that a seller is willing to sell at different price level of that product. Now whatever the producer is wishing to supply at that particular price, that is known as supply schedule, and it is been always presented in a tabular form, whereas the supply curve is the graphical representation of supply schedule is called supply curve. Whatever the table, when we plot down the same thing in an graph paper, we call it them as supply curve. The supply schedule and supply curve are of two types. First is individual supply schedule and individual supply curve. Second refers to market supply schedule and market supply curve. Now what is individual supply schedule and supply curve? Now it refers to the supply schedule that represents the different quantities of a product supplied by an individual seller at different prices. Now over here, when you can see whatever this in a tabular form it is there, it is supply schedule, and when we draw a graph, that is supply curve. Now what you can see from this table is that with the increase in the price, what is happening is that quantity supplied is also increasing. Now as from 10 to 16 the price rises, the supplied quantity will also rise from 10 to 25. It means that there is a positive relationship between price and quantity supply. The supply curve is showing a straight line on upward slope. This implies that supply of a product increase with the increase in the price of the product. When the prices is increasing, as the producer intend to make more profit, he is supplying more. Now what is market supply schedule and market supply curve? It refers to the supply schedule that represent the different quantities of a product that all the suppliers in the market are willing to are willing to supply at different price. Now see, over here there are individual supply, that is A, B and C. When you make total of all three of this, you get market supply. Please understand that market supply is nothing but the addition of all the individual supply, you get market supply. Market supply curve also represents the direct relationship between the quantity supplied and price of a product. Now, what are supply function or determinants of supply? Supply function studies the functional relationship between supply of a commodity and its various determinants. Over here, supply of a commodity, X is the supply of a commodity, P refers to price of that particular commodity, PR refers to the price of related good, that can be again classified into two parts, that is substitute and complementary goods. Then number of firm, goal of the firm, price of the factors of production, technology, future expected. Suppose there is rise in the future, the supply will become more, and government policies somehow are the determinant of supply. Now, what is law of supply? The law of supply states that other things being the same, the quantity of any commodity that firm will produce and offer for a sale rises with the rise in the price and falls with the fall in the price. That is, higher the price, higher will be the quantity supplied. With the rise in the price, now the producer intend to get more profit and he is supplying more and more units in the market. And lower the price, smaller will be the quantity supplied. Other things being the same means determinant other than the own price, such as technology, goal of the firm, government policies and price of related goods should not change, or should be the same or should be constant. Now, as you can see that the price is rising from 10 to 16, the quantity supply will also be increase from 5 to 11. And when you plot it down in a graph, it will always be upward moving, because there is a positive relationship between price and quantity. That is, supply curve slopes upward from left to right. It shows a positive relationship between the price of the commodity and its quantity supply. As the price rise, the quantity supplied also rises. Now, what are the assumptions? What are the assumptions of law of supply? There is no change in the price of the factors of production. There is no change in the technique of production. There is again no change in the goal of the firm, and there is no change in the prices of related goods. Producers do not expect change in the price of a commodity in near future. All these things, whatever the factors you have studied, please keep that in mind. If the factors are constant, then and then this law is applied. If any one of them is changed, the law of supply will not be existing. Now, change in the quantity supplied or extension or contraction of supply or movement along with the supply curve. The same way whatever you have studied there in the demand, again you are going to study the same in the supply curve. That with the increase in the quantity supplied of a commodity due to rise in its price, it is called as extension. When the price is increasing, now what is happening, that is, there is expansion in the supply. Now that again you can see the same thing in the graph, that there is expansion in the supply, because see the price is over here is also rising and the quantity supplied is also rising, as both of them do share a positive relationship. The supply decreases in the or the quantity supplied due to fall in its price, it's called as contraction. Now this you can see, that is contraction in supply, that is because of the price is falling. Now the quantity supply is less. Please understand movement. Whenever you draw movement along with the supply curve, you are going to show that in the same graph paper or in the same line what you are drawing. But please understand, increase in supply or decrease in supply, you are going to plot another shift is there. It's not movement, it is shift. With the increase in the supply or decrease, you need to shift down the original supply curve. Now change in supply or increase and decrease in the supply or shift in the supply curve. Now supply curve changes its position, it can be increased, it can be decreased, that we call it as change in supply. Increase in supply occurs when more is supplied at the existing price, while decrease in supply occurs when less is supplied at the existing price. While increase in supply causes a forward shift in the supply curve, decrease in the supply curve causes a backward shift in supply curve. Now please understand, when I talk about this line, it is increase in supply, that is when you draw again another shift is happening in the supply curve. In the right hand side we call it as increase in supply, and over here when you draw it on the left hand side, it is called as decrease in supply. Now what are the exemptions to the law of supply? The law of supply does not apply strictly to agriculture product whose supply is governed by natural factors. If due to natural calamities there is a fall in the production of wheat, then its supply will not increase, however high the prices may be. Because of scarcity, the price may rise. Supply of goods having social distinction which remain limited even if the prices tend to rise. It has, when if the prices are high because of limited addition. Seller may be willing to sell more units of perishable commodity at a lower price, because the life of perishable goods is only for a limited period of time. Thank you.